Greetings from the past, fellow time travelers. I am the Sporkinator, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time HD. In the last episode, we got to the Shadow Temple, and now we are ready to explore it properly and see what it has been hiding from us. And you'll notice that I am wearing a black tunic that is once again for fun to kind of match the theme of the dungeon, the infinite darkness that absorbs even time, yada yada. So, it says here, the shadow will yield only to one with the Eye of Truth, handed down in Kakariko Village. So as we can see, this wall is actually a lie. And I wonder what it says here. Make my beak face the skull of truth. The alternative is descent into the deep darkness. So basically, only one of these skulls are real. Maybe two. I could have swore it was two. But it's only supposed to be one, though, so clearly it's that one. We're actually going to be doing that a little later. I think every time we re-enter this room, it actually changes, so it's random. And that's what makes it very hard to do if you attempt to do this dungeon without the Lens of Truth. But anyway, starting out here, we're gonna head this way because we do need to acquire the map, and I believe this direction is where it is. One who gains the Eye of Truth will be able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Really? Okay, so I'm just gonna head left. I bet you could go left or right. You just pick one and go around. That's kind of like maze-solving logic, basically. Shadow Temple. Here is gathered Hyrule's bloody history of greed and hatred. Well, that sounds 110% pleasant, and wonderful, and happy. No, this dungeon is like the textbook definition of death and torture everywhere. Okay, I already read this. It's saying that again. Can I do a spin attack, please? I mean, I don't really need rupees. I'm at 490. I think I spent 10 rupees on that, Lens of Truth minigame, or whatever you call that. What is hidden in the darkness? Tricks full of ill will. You can't see the way forward. Yeah, well, actually, I can, because I have the Lens of Truth. Yeah, I really like the black tunic as well. It's a cheat code, and so it's not a real tunic, but I always like to wear it now when I enter the Shadow Temple. Makes me feel like a shadow in a way. Yeah, it's this again. I think I've already read that line. It keeps repeating it. It's kind of annoying, but I guess it's okay. It's not that bad, right? So what do we have in here? Oh, gosh, this crap again. And is it just me, or are all the hands clustered a whole lot closer together? I'm not so sure I like the look of this. Can we just... I'm not gonna need my ocarina for a while, am I? Let's replace that with bombs? Because there is actually more than one way to fight the dead hand, because this is another one of those dead hands. We previously saw this in the bottom of the well, and we had to beat it to get the Lens of Truth, but if we somehow already had the Lens of Truth, you could actually look, you could see its shadow on the ground right there. So if we drop a bomb here and then naturally step away, things are about to get ugly. You can actually get the dead hand to appear without having to get grabbed by the hands. The secret is the Lens of Truth and bombs. So here he comes, let's get ready. I guess I could use spin attacks on this guy, that's always fun, right? Yeah! Are you giving up? Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna work. Where is this shadow at now? Oh, it's way back there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna avoid getting grabbed by the hands, because that's creepy, right? Anyway, once again, let's drop a bomb here. And get ready. I think at this point I just kind of want the fight to end, so I'll go ahead and crouch stab him for jump strike damage, because the last attack I did was a jump strike. Just turn around and leaving already? How rude! We were just getting to know each other. Anyway, let's plant a bomb here one more time. And I think I should be able to do him in now. Yes. Come to me, my prey. Come to me. And boom. You got stabbed in the face. You paid the ultimate price. With your life, I would say. Except he's a dead hand, so he's already dead, right? Is that a thing? Anyway, let's see what we have in here. It's one of two things. And I'm kind of afraid to, well, I already said what was in this dungeon in one of the previous episodes. Well, this is in fact not the map like I was expecting it to be. It is the hover boots, the butter shoes. With these mysterious boots, you can hover above the ground. The downside? No traction. You can even use these to walk for short periods where there is no solid ground. Be brave and trust. in the boots. Well, I was kind of hoping to get the map, but that works too. I suppose we'll be getting the map next. So yeah, the item that is hidden in this dungeon is the hover boots, and those are actually going to be required. So we'll be checking those out a little later. We don't need them just yet. Only one who has the eye tooth is able to see what is hidden in the darkness. Did I read that before? I don't know. But here we have, did I miss something? I thought I was supposed to get the map first. I may have missed the map due to my own stupidity. We'll see what's in here. Oh no, I think we're on track. We're good. Now, I said I like to give the Master Sword some action, but honestly, Bigoron's sword higher damage dealing capability is very handy for fighting Redeads, and I will not pass up the opportunity to take this guy down in one hit using a spin attack, especially because we walk slowly while we're charging so he won't notice us, so we can get right up next to him and just take him down just like that. Can I shield? I want to kill the keys too. Where are they at? I can't see them. Okay. Is there two of them or just one? I think I hear two. Yeah, there's two of them. There they are. I could use the bow, but I don't want to. Okay, there's one. I think we have to kill everything to get out of here. I don't think it's not optional, it's mandatory. Hold still. Or not, just that works too. Alright, so is this a big chest? It should be. Yeah, this should be our dungeon map right here. Here's hoping. I got a map! I forgot to say I got a thing when I got the butter shoes, but hey, whatever, it's all good. Now that we have the dungeon map, we are, of course, free to go from here. Arrows. Never hurts to give me arrows. I don't know if I was probably already maxed, but you know, yeah, it never hurts. Just to keep picking stuff up. And we can get out of here now. I think it's this way. I think we finally made a full circle. Yeah, we are good. We are good. And I'm keeping an eye on the time here. I don't know how many episodes this dungeon is gonna take, but hopefully not too many. Is that the same one it was before? That's gotta be pure chance though. Anyway, so we're looking to, this is the way we came in. And this right here is where the Skull of Truth happens to be, so I just need to remember that while I'm pushing this thing to turn it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take care of this now, as I think at this point this is the only thing we can do in order to progress further into the temple. So just right around, and if you do this wrong, I think you can actually backflip to avoid falling down the pit or something. But when you get it right, the floor does not drop out from under you, and the gate ahead opens. I don't think I can make that jump, so I think this is where the hover boots finally come into play, like for real. So, yeah, just across. Oh, that was easier than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why I thought it was gonna be hard, but you never can be too careful, right? Down a long ominous hallway, and at the end here we have a BMOS. Good thing I've already got the bombs equipped. That saved a little bit of time. I'm probably not gonna kill this guy every time, but I do kind of want him out of my way the first time. Let's watch him explode. What? I missed? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I'm so used to having the lens of truth, like, somewhere else and having bombs and, never mind. Ooh, bomb refill, bomb refill. That is good. In fact, I gotta fix my items now, because I'm gonna keep thinking that Ocarina is down, and it's not, because I had bombs set to it. Now, is it the Song of Storms I play here to get a fat fairy? I think it is. And I know I don't really need it, but I do kind of like to point these out whenever they exist. And I know about them, you know? So yeah, health and magic refill that we didn't really need. But that is very handy to keep in mind if you should ever need it. Of course. What lies in this direction? We haven't been here yet. Certainly not. Whoa, okay. We got a couple Gibdos, which are basically Redeads in disguise. And like I said, Bigoron's sword is so handy here that I always use it to take down the Gibdos. Of course, if I ever do actually go through with that Master Quest Super 3-Heart Challenge, where I don't get Bigoron's sword, well, best of luck to me. So what do we have in here? Well, it's the compass, because that's the only thing it could be. We've already got the map and the dungeon item, right? Da-da-da-da! You found the compass, now you can see all the things. Cool, cool. Now we can get out of here. And I could have picked up that magic refill, but honestly, I don't need it that badly. And I'm still wearing the hover boots, mostly because I've just been too lazy to take them off. Is this the way we came? This is the way we came. I better not get lost here. That would be extremely sad. Wait, so what's in here? We haven't been here yet, have we? Oh gosh, death and torture everywhere. See what I mean? I am not wearing the hover boots for this. That is gonna make this far too difficult. So let's take these darn things off. There we go. Naturally, it's a silver rupee puzzle, so wow, we're back at 500 rupees again. Ow, crap. We're gonna have to be careful not to get hit by that blade too many times. Dang it. Otherwise, we're probably gonna die or something. Because there's death and torture everywhere. Now, fun fact, there's a hookshot target up there, but ow. Crap, there's a hookshot target up there, but you don't actually need it. You can just hookshot onto this and get the thing. There we go. Now, where'd that door open up at? Was it behind me? I don't think it was. Oh, I see the chest on the map. I should pay attention to my map more often. That probably would have stopped me from being stupid in the water temple, know what I mean? Ow. Holy crap, this thing's annoying. I'm also not trying too hard to dodge it, I guess. I should probably get on that before I die. Anyway, we have our first small key of the dungeon, and in a way, this dungeon is a lot easier than the ones This is even easier than the fire temple, because I don't think we're ever gonna have more than one small key at a time. And what does this say? Yes, this wallet's saying something. It says, if you want to see a fairy to the other world, come here. You know, why not? We can check this out real quick. There's actually nothing down here for us, unless you're playing the Master Quest version. But we can see that our path is blocked by a block. Ha, no pun intended, really. But yeah, this is an area that we're probably going to be getting to later. In fact, definitely what am I even saying? We're definitely going to go to that fairy later. But for now, there's nothing we can do here other than climb back up and carry on. So yeah, just give me a moment here to climb up. Come on, hero of time. You can do it. So now that we have the small key, is there anything else in here for us? I'm gonna double check everything. Crap. Those blades of doom, destruction, and death. Yeah, screw it, I'm out of here. That had to be the only thing important. I don't hear a Skulltula anywhere, so I don't think there's any gold Skulltulas in here for us. If I miss them, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go back at a later point if I do miss one. But hopefully I won't. I do plan on getting all of them, as that is a part of the 100% run that I am doing of this game. And now we have a small key, but what for? Ah, here's what for. Wait, what? We've already been here, haven't we? I'm getting lost. This is bad. Very bad. Okay, which door have we... Oh, it's right here. Ow. Got hit by the Beamos. Anyway, we need to bomb this wall. I guess I probably should have done this earlier. That would help things to make more sense. And I'm going to re-equip my Lens of Truth because this is the temple where we needed a ton. You know, it's funny. After you get the Lens of Truth, you have the option of going to the Spirit Temple or the Shadow Temple. But to actually get the... Well, I mean, you go to the bottom of the well to get the Lens of Truth, right? And if you've gone to Kakariko Village as an adult, Sheik immediately teaches you the Nocturne of Shadow, which naturally leads me to believe that the Shadow Temple's next, because the Nocturne of Shadow is all about that Shadow Temple. It would seem kind of counterintuitive to me to turn around and head to the desert and go to the Spirit Temple. Like, why would I do that right after learning the Nocturne of Shadow? I don't know if it's just maybe the order that I go through the game in, or... Like, I don't know. If the Spirit Temple is supposed to be first, according to the medallion order on the subscreen, in fact, I should talk about this a little bit. You'll notice that we have, I can select them, right? The Light Medallion, the Forest Medallion, the Fire Medallion, and the Water Medallion. Of course, if you do the Water Temple first, the Water Medallion will still be here, but there'll be a gap on this red one where we got the Fire Medallion. Now, these empty spots here are the Spirit Medallion and Shadow Medallion. So the Shadow Medallion is actually the one I have selected now, which is just to the left of the Light Medallion, which was the first one that we got. So that makes people think that the Spirit Temple was supposed to come first before the Shadow Temple. So, I don't know. I feel like Nintendo may have purposely made it optional or obscure or vague or however you want to describe it, but I'm just not entirely certain, like, what they were actually intending for you to do. Because, like, I always go to the Shadow Temple first, but the medallion order would tell you that the Shadow Temple's last. How many times am I going to repeat myself while going down this hallway? Find out now. Oh boy. Watch for the shadows of monsters that hang from the ceiling. Okay, so I kind of want to switch topic here, because I do have a story to tell, and I was purposely saving it for this temple. It's the story of my grandpa, who passed away on October 3rd. I just want to say that my grandpa was a legendary man. He had been to, was it all 48 mainland states or all 50 states? Something like that. He had been all over the USA as a truck driver or something like that. Yeah, so over the course of his life, he used to tell me these stories, too, about how he's visited every single state. And, I've got to fight a Stalfos here, so just give me a moment. I don't think I can tell my story and fight at the same time. I'm going to have to pause my story. Okay, Stalfos is dead. So yeah, like I was saying, my grandpa said that he had been to, like, all over the USA and everything. And by the way, there's invisible platforms here that we're going to use or not use the Lens of Truth to cross, because we can get across either way, even if we don't see them. But yeah, my grandpa was a legendary man, especially given the fact that he built his own house. It took him pretty much his entire life to do it or something like that, but this man built his own house, and he finished it. I think he finished it. He had to sell it at the end for some reason. Like this is before he passed away, obviously. But yeah, he had to sell his house, which was actually in Cordes Junction, Arizona. So I don't know who he sold it to or how that worked, but he had to sell it after he had finally mostly finished building it, which was a real shame. So then when he passed away on October 3rd, all I could really remember was, ow, did I get hit by the blade? I got hit by the blade. So what was I saying? Yeah, a lot of good memories from my childhood involved going to his unfinished house back when it was... There's an invisible thing in here, by the way. Did I show that off yet? And it's freaking annoying. Cool thing is I have tons of health, so I don't have to worry too much. But where was I in my story now? Gosh, darn game keeps interrupting my story. Or the other way around. Maybe my story keeps interrupting the game. Which is it? I'm sure I'll get back on track with my story at some point. Are these things invisible? Or I know what we can do here. We can play the Song of Time. Oh, right. Childhood memories with this house being nothing but, like, 2x4 wooden frames and stuff. I used to mess around hammering nails into wood. They were usually, like, nails that were just lying around on tiny pieces of wood that he wasn't actually going to use. They were leftovers. So although I might have been wasting nails, I wasn't really wasting the wood, per se. But, yeah. So in here we have a gold sculpture. Yeah, those are my fondest childhood memories. Yeah, before he finished his house. Back when he was still a long ways off, like a really long ways off from actually finishing the house. I used to go there and just hang out in Cordes Junction all day, because that was the thing we used to do. We'd go visit him, and we'd see how his house was coming along. We did this, I think I'm not sure how many times over the course of many, many years. Oh, there's another chest in that room. I should go back and get it. I missed something. But yeah, it was really amazing just seeing how his house had progressed since then. And oh, this chest was invisible. No wonder I didn't get it, because I'm stupid. I didn't look at my map. Oh, wouldn't you know it was nothing important. Yeah, so I think the gold sculpture was the only thing of real importance that was in here, so we can leave now. We're good. Oh boy, I think we've been rolling for quite a bit. This may actually be a good pausing point. So, next time on Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time HD, we continue the Shadow Temple. My name is Sporkinator. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment, although you shouldn't really feel obligated to do so. I only ask that you do so if you would like to support me and see more videos in the future. Anyway, speaking of the future, I will see you in the future. Goodbye for now.